Good evening, members of the City Council, school committee members, Superintendent Hershey, department heads, and other colleagues in Beverly's city government. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm excited to share our 2016 State of the City. First, I want to thank all the many good people who contribute to the well-being and the advancement of our great city. City employees, neighborhood and civic groups, the hundreds of volunteers who serve on city boards and commissions, and the great entrepreneurs who invest their time, money, and ideas to make this city great. As we embark on the 2016-2017 term in Beverly, let's take a moment to reflect on some success we have shared over the last year. On our harbor front, we eliminated the decades-old designated port area, which limited development. We then rezoned the same stretch of harborfront, setting the stage for thoughtful, mixed-use development, which will bring residential and retail activity and improve public access to our harbor while protecting all existing uses. We built new bathroom facilities at Lynch Park and Aubier Park, while vastly improving the bathhouse at Dane Street Beach. We built a new play structure at Lynch Park, and a first for Beverly, a splash pad adjacent to it, which together have been a great resource and attraction for Beverly families. We installed the new French doors and transom windows in the carriage house, opening views of the ocean beyond. Also at Lynch Park, we have improved safety within the park by instituting a one-way traffic pattern and installing a gate to limit vehicle traffic along the driveway. The city took several steps to permanently protect important open spaces with over 150 acres of land preserved. And I should say that most everything I'm talking about tonight, not everything, but most everything involved and required active support of you and the City Council, and you folks have been tremendous to work with. Utilizing multiple funding sources, the city purchased the former Girl Scout camp at 44 Cole Street, preserving the 12-acre parcel for open space and recreational uses. We also worked closely with Essex County Greenbelt to place a permanent conservation restriction on city-owned land adjacent to and including Norwood Pond. This 133.5-acre property will now be preserved in its natural state for residents to enjoy. Most recently, the city accepted approximately 8.7 acres of open space at Kelleher's Pond. By accepting this property, the city ensures public access to the pond for future generations. This past year, we improved supportive services and programming for our vibrant senior and veteran communities. In collaboration with the Council on Aging, we held the first ever Mayor's Symposium for Older Adults, a free, open to the public event for seniors and their families and friends. Anybody interested in learning about resources that are available for older adults in Beverly. The event included 2 expert panels and a resource fair. There are many great resources for our aging population, and this event was a great opportunity for people to ask questions and explore all that we have to offer. We also last year brought back our downtown Memorial Day Parade. Thanks to the hard work of our veterans community, it was a huge success as thousands of spectators of all ages joined in remembering our local heroes. Going forward, for the 3rd straight year, I will recommend to the City Council that we make significant investments in our local roads and sidewalks. The need is great, and we can only do so much in 1 year. But we will invest as much as we can to fix our roads and sidewalks, to keep this city safe, and to keep it great. The Route 1A Rantoul Street project kicked off last August and will continue for the next 2 years. A completion date of October 2017 is required by the state. Over $25 million in improvements come with this project. This complete streetscape improvement project will include new trees, street lighting, and bike lanes, all of which will make the street more livable and drivable. In particular, pedestrian crossings at key intersections will be shortened with bump outs that will be created to improve safety. Our Chief of Staff, Kevin Hartunian, chairs a Route 1A project committee tasked with minimizing the impact of construction on neighbors and business owners. Anyone with interest in this project should call my office and speak with Kevin. Or, and I'm sure I'm speaking not out of turn. Councilors Latter and Councilor Rand would be happy to hear from their constituents as well on this, as I know they both served diligently on that committee. We are pursuing a significant local road project, the improvement of Broadway, the key connection between the Beverly Depot and Rantoul Street neighborhood to Cabot Street. We envision streetscape improvements similar to those on Rantoul. A reconstructed and improved Broadway will have an incredibly positive impact on our continued downtown revitalization. For this reason, we are applying to the state for Complete Streets funding to help make the Broadway improvements a reality. The Brimble Avenue Phase 1 project has been substantially built and will be complete this summer. We have been working with state economic development and transportation officials to identify a plan for financing Phase 2, which will likely require multiple funding streams and public-private partnerships. This remains a priority for the coming year. Staying with infrastructure, the Massachusetts Department of Transportation recently approved 2 more Beverly projects for inclusion on the state's Transportation Improvement Plan. First, a plan to improve 3 intersections, known to us as the Henry's Market intersection on Route 1A, the Balt Street and McKay Street intersection by the Beverly Golf and Tennis Club, and the intersection at the foot of the Beverly-Salem Bridge on Route 1A. The second project is the length of Bridge Street and Ryleside, along with the intersection at Bridge and River Streets behind the Beverly Depot train station. The next step for both of these projects will be for the city to design them, after which we can secure state funding for construction. We have had an exciting year at the city's airport as well, with significant runway and lighting improvements, a name change to the Beverly Regional Airport, and construction starting on a new administration building. This new building, funded primarily with federal dollars, will support airport operations and welcome both corporate and recreational air traffic to our region. On the financial front, we have taken steps to keep faith with taxpayers and manage the city's affairs wisely. There has been a significant multi-year backlog in past due taxes. By putting better controls in place and aggressively pursuing those back taxes this fiscal year, we have already collected over $1.25 million in back taxes owed. And we are ensuring this will not happen again. We will keep faith with the vast majority of taxpayers who always pay on time, and we will help those who find themselves in financial difficulty by requiring they face their problems immediately and preventing their further financial distress. This past year, we partnered with MIA, the Massachusetts Interlocal Insurance Association, to improve the city's insurance coverage. This is a program focused on risk aversion through strengthened policies, training, and capital maintenance programs. To date, we have realized what will prove to be annual savings of $100,000 a year. Again last year, with the support of the City Council, we deposited funds into the city's stabilization or rainy day fund. The balance is now over $6.75 million, and we plan to make additional deposits in coming fiscal years. Significant rezoning efforts consistent with the city's master plan are underway to tap the full potential of our downtown and our multiple waterfronts. A proposal is currently before the City Council to creatively allow more uses in our downtown, such as craft breweries, artist live workspaces, and shared makerspaces as incubators for small-scale entrepreneurs. Also, the Bass River rezoning proposal is being finalized over the next several weeks, and we plan to present this to the City Council by April. Offering mixed-use redevelopment opportunities on River Street along the Bass River presents perhaps the greatest transit-oriented development opportunity in all of New England. Officials in Governor Baker's administration are excited and very supportive, as high-quality housing immediately across the street from the Beverly Depot train station can meet a significant regional need for workforce housing while promoting economic investment throughout our downtown. So much has happened in downtown Beverly in a year's time. The Cabot Theater is thriving. So are the Atomic Cafe, A&B Burgers, and Cat's Cafe on Cabot Street. On Rantoul Street, Castle, the new game board cafe in the old Harry's 240, or the Sunray Bakery building, as well as Jackie's Teas right next door and Flourish Bakery in the Enterprise Building, now wait for it, this is my one attempt at humor, are all flourishing. I know you can groan. But they're doing great. Hugo Bookstore is scheduled to open on Cabot Street this spring, adjacent to and in partnership with the Atomic Cafe. My administration has worked closely with several of these businesses to help them move effectively through local permitting and or to find success once in place. I've said it before and it bears repeating. Entrepreneurs who want to invest their time, their vision, and their money, who want to follow their dreams and make Beverly their home, as long as what they propose is good for Beverly, we want to work with them. And we will be their partner in improving this city. Our project review team and I are here and ready to help. This past year, we also created the Business Roundtable, bringing together local business leaders with city officials for regular meetings, ensuring communication on individual projects and optimizing collaborations. Last year, with our great partners at Montserrat College of Art and Beverly Main Streets, we convinced the state to designate a large section of Cabot Street as a Massachusetts cultural district, something that will bring real resources and welcome attention to Beverly. Also, thanks to Beverly Main Streets and local community preservation funds, Ellis Square will be transformed this year into a brighter, more welcoming, and useful public space right in the middle of downtown. As I've already stated, a big key to a lasting, successful downtown will be the creation of significant, high-quality, transit-oriented development. The Windover companies, in particular, have made a commitment to bring that housing to Rantoul Street and the neighborhood around the Beverly Depot. They have already built the Depot Square condominiums, as well as the Enterprise and Burnham apartments. They are currently building 32 new units at the former McKay School, 72 new units at 131 Rantoul Street, and have been permitted to build 62 new units along Beverly Harbor at the former Ventron property. Windover is proving to be a strong partner for Beverly. They work in good faith to partner with their neighbors. They build high quality, and they are incredibly invested philanthropically in the community. We welcome more opportunities to partner with them. Recently, working with the City Council, we succeeded in signing a deal with the Krona Company, a German company that manufactures flow meters and other products that measure volume, to relocate their North American headquarters to the Cherry Hill Industrial Park in Beverly. They will bring over 50 existing jobs to Beverly, invest $20 million to build a new facility, then bring 55 to 60 new jobs as they plan to commence clean manufacturing of several of their products right here in Beverly. Significant new property tax value created and 55 to 60 new good-paying jobs. This adds up to a big win for our city. Turning to education, the Beverly Public Schools have had a great year. Our students consistently achieve at a high level, both academically and across the spectrum of extracurricular activities. We are blessed with dedicated, accomplished teachers and administration. The Beverly Public Schools are already outstanding and world-class. Together, we strive each and every day to become truly one of the top school districts in the world. Aiding this effort will be our new middle school. This past year, we beat timetables and we saved money consistently on this project. We reached a project funding agreement with the state and received unanimous funding approval by you, our City Council. Demolition of the Memorial Building began on January 4th. Once the existing building is removed, over 1,200 subsoil support pilings will be driven into the ground this spring. By summer, we will be pouring the foundations, and later this year, the structural steel will be erected. The new middle school is on schedule to be completed by summer 2018 and ready to open the 2018-2019 school year. This school will house over 1,400 grade 5 through 8 students organized into separate grade 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 learning academies. Highlights will include a library media center, multiple maker spaces and STEAM laboratories, 2 separate cafeterias, 2 full-size basketball courts, a fitness room, a full-sized auditorium with related band, choral, and fine art space, and an outdoor learning center that can be hard to describe but will be amazing. Once opened, with 5th grade moving to the new middle school, our 5 elementary schools will gain significant classroom space, allowing them to address current space issues and better serve our elementary population. Also on the school front, new stands have been installed at Hurd Stadium, all on what had traditionally been the visitor side of the field. In addition, our Department of Public Services crews are improving the hillside on what had been the home side of the field to accommodate those who want to stand or sit on the lawn. And I should mention that in this instance, our Department of Public Services, they took on the task of dismantling every single row of stands on both sides and bringing in loam and creating or recreating the hillside on what's now the home side. They've done an amazing job at that. They do an amazing job at everything they do. So maybe just on this one, we give them that nod, knowing that every day they work hard on our behalf. Last year, we reached agreement with Blue Wave Solar to lease them rights to build a solar canopy array over the main parking lot at Beverly High School, as well as a ground-mounted array on the hillside next to our existing photovoltaic array. Blue Wave will pay the city an average of $116,000 annually for 20 years, which we will invest in our schools. This past year saw real progress on the city's efforts to site a waterfront restaurant at the old McDonald's site. Removing the designated port area was a big step forward. The request for proposals process that we undertook also helped, as it highlighted clearly the space challenges inherent in the site. Using this knowledge, we are currently working with Baker administration officials to refine key components of the RFP. We plan to issue this new RFP soon and expect to award a successful proposal by summer, to be followed immediately by state and local permitting, leading to construction of our new waterfront restaurant commencing in 2017. For over a year, we have worked cooperatively with our neighbors in Salem, Peabody, and Danvers to address housing needs in our region. We all agree that the need is real for senior housing at all income levels and across the spectrum of care, for workforce and family housing, both market rate and at different levels of affordability, and for housing to help individuals and families avoid homelessness. Together with Mayors Driscoll and Betancourt and Town Manager Bartha, we hope to put a specific plan forward in the near future. In the meantime, evidencing Beverly's recognition of our regional need and our commitment to being part of the solution, we are preparing an application to the state to create a 40R housing district on a single parcel of land at the corner of Sawyer Road and Tozer Road, currently owned by Sandy Santon. Working in partnership with Harbor Light Community Partners, we will ask the City Council, who have been briefed on this proposal, to support creation of the 40R district. Harbor Light proposes to build 61 units of housing, 41 units of which will be workforce housing, serving families making an average of $55,000 per year, while 20 units will serve our lowest income families, some of whom are at risk of being or are already homeless. We have worked closely with Harbor Light and our school administration to ensure that we can accommodate the children expected to live here in our schools. We project 4 to 5 additional students per grade level. We also project that this development will not be completed until the new middle school is open. We all are confident we have the capacity to serve these children, some of whom are likely already living in Beverly, but in much less stable situations. We are also working closely with state officials and our legislators to ensure both 40R and 40S funding for this project. 40R provides a one-time payment to the city when the project is built. 40S provides annual additional educational funding to our schools based on the actual number of students who come with the development. In short, we are moving thoughtfully and confidently forward with a project that will meet a great need for safe, affordable housing in Beverly, while providing the resources we will need as a city to continue to provide services for the whole community. 1 year ago, we convened a drug task force with the goal of fighting back against the drug epidemic facing all communities today. We have made real strides. We have great partners in Leahy North Beverly Hospital, in District Attorney Jonathan Blodgett and his office, in our own Beverly Police Department, Public Health Department, and Beverly Public Schools. We have hosted several very successful education and prevention programs for our high school and middle school students. We hosted a one-day drop-off site for safe disposal of prescription drugs, and we plan 2 to 3 more of those for this year. We are also close to announcing 1 or more new permanent drop-off sites for the same purpose. District Attorney Blodgett runs a highly successful drug diversion program to help addicts get needed medical help as they enter the criminal court system. We are working to help him expand this program and to facilitate its use locally. Tragically, drug addiction has killed many more Beverly residents again this past year. Our efforts have still been worthwhile, and they are making a difference. Yet there is so much more to do, and we will rededicate ourselves to make more of a difference this coming year. Anyone who wants to help, please come see me. Your participation is more than welcome. Last summer, we launched our first summer learning initiative. With the help of our lead partner, the Greater Beverly YMCA, who run the program, we provided 60 incoming Beverly first graders with 3 hours a day of literacy learning every weekday morning for 6 weeks. Each afternoon, they enjoyed traditional summer camp activities at the Y. The results were overwhelming, as children consistently made great gains in literacy readiness. In fact, the September first grade testing results for all 360 first graders were significantly better than past years, with the summer program enjoyed by our 60 students being the only identified variable. Key financial partners included Endicott College, Beverly Bank, Cummings Properties, People's United Bank, Windover Properties, and Leahy North Beverly Hospital. This summer, we plan to double the program by offering it to 120 children, 60 incoming first graders and 60 incoming second graders. We anticipate needing a budget of $120,000 and have already received increased commitments from some of our summer 2015 partners. Our planning department has just commenced a housing study funded by community preservation funds, which will be completed by June. The study will conduct a comprehensive analysis telling us what types of housing are needed in what amounts in Beverly over the next 5 to 10 years. Results of this study will help firm up our housing goals going forward. In the coming months, we will also conduct a parking study to help determine current utilization of municipal parking. Key outcomes of the study will be to identify a plan to better provide parking for residents, businesses, and visitors, and to continue to facilitate strong, positive economic growth downtown. This past year, working with the City Council, particularly Councilor Rand, who spearheaded this effort, we created a Human Rights Committee to help provide opportunities to educate about and to celebrate the diversity we enjoy here in Beverly. At the City Council's March 7th meeting, I will submit nominees to serve on this committee, and I look forward greatly to the good works they will achieve. Last, with the new middle school just 2 years away, it is time to take a careful look at not just the Briscoe Middle School, but at all our municipal buildings and assess how best to house and provide all of our municipal services in the future. Soon I will announce the creation of a Municipal Assets Evaluation Committee. The scope of and timetable for its work is currently being finalized, as is its makeup. This is an important opportunity, and we will do this right. Tonight, I have touched on many things, and there are many more worth discussing. This is an exciting time in Beverly. The energy is real. The open, transparent process we all committed to when first elected is bearing fruit. Together, we are being thoughtful and measured. Thus, when we do decide to act, we act with conviction. Great things are happening all throughout Beverly. We haven't and we won't get everything right on the first try every time. Yet as long as the good people of Beverly continue to be willing to work with us, I am confident we will keep moving Beverly forward. We all choose to call Beverly home. We all care about our great city. Sorry, typo. We all care about our great city. So, to every Beverly resident, please keep bringing your ideas, your goodwill, and your energy to the table, and we will make 2016 a great year. Thank you.